Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At the Precipice house, Finn pours a coffee shirtless and paces the kitchen. He flashes to defying Poppy with the verity about Luna. Steffy appears and he jumps. She asks what he was allowing about. Moving on, she tells him how important she loves him. He kept her awake with his tossing and turning all night, so she knows commodity is on his mind. Steffy assures Finn they'll bandy it tonight, she has to get to the office. He kisses her and she leaves. Formerly alone, Finn asks himself, how do I tell her? How do I tell her Luna's my son? At Il Giardino, Poppy learns over the phone that Finn isn't at work yet. She declines to leave a communication and disconnects. Cleric renewals her coffee mug and asks if she's okay. He's guessing she's had a lot of rough nights, what with everything her son's done. He apologizes for how that sounded. He knows she loves Luna despite all of that, but it has to be hard to live with the knowledge that she committed those crimes. Tom and Hollis were good men and good musketeers of his. Poppy's sorry. Cleric can't help but wonder if Luna had known her father, whether effects would have turned out else. Cleric directs Poppy's attention to the homage print of Tom and Hollis. He says Tom had a heart of gold. He thinks it would have made a huge difference in Luna's life if she'd known her old man. Poppy suddenly has to go. At Bill's place, Luna gratuities up when he walks into the room. She asks him about a tense discussion she eavesdropped him having in his office. He says it was the captivity, letting him know she's had a couple of callers. Your mama and Finn. Luna pouts. She's surprised Finn would indeed want to see her. Luna goes overly having major issues with her mama, meaning she and Finn no way got to hang out much. She looked up to him, however, because he was aged. Bill addresses about how tough it was for Liam to see Steffy go off with another man, but he gives Finn credit for how he handled it. Luna would love to see him again. Bill reminds her no bone. Can know she's there, including your kinsman. Luna suppositions he wanted to see her behind bars and assure himself she was no longer a trouble. She can't condemn him after what she did to Steffy. Bill's glad that Luna can see that she nearly bring Finn everything. Thankfully, Steffy is fine, the kiddies have their mama, and everyone there's doing well. Luna's sure Finn hopes she rots in captivity. Bill knows that hurts her. Luna sniffs. She wishes Finn could see her with new eyes ever. Formerly alone, Luna flashes to holding Steffy internee in the pen and writing her that she'll no way see Finn again. Crying, she whispers, I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me one day, kinsman. At the Forrester manse, Ridge hands Taylor a coffee and they kiss. She suppositions it's not easy for him not going into the office every day. He says it's not and remarks on how glad he's that they're living there together until they find commodity further endless. She muses, further endless. I like the sound of that. They kiss. Ridge apologizes again for her having to hear to Brooke last night. Taylor meant what she said, she's confident in him and their love for each other. She loves the sound of an endless future more and more. They kiss and spoon. Steffy arrives and interrupts the canoodling session. Taylor asks how it went with Steffy's anniversary last night. Steffy shafts. She says she and Finn put everything away and concentrated on each other. Taylor and Ridge phenomenon over how Steffy and Finn's relationship began in the sanitarium. She knew also he was the man she'd spent her life with. Steffy remarks on them chancing their way back to each other. Ridge reflects that Steffy and Finn crushed a lot. They talk about Luna kidnapping Steffy and nearly taking her life. They're glad she's behind bars. Steffy declares, that's where she'll stay for the rest of her life. Steffy will no way forget being in that pen, so near to death, with Luna at her craziest. They marvel that Finn no way gave up, he moved heaven and earth to deliver her. Thankfully, we no way have to worry about Luna again. Poppy bursts into Finn's office and says she had to see him. Tell me you didn't tell Steffy that Luna is your child. Finn tells Poppy he went to the captivity to see Luna, but she wasn't there. "Where is she, Poppy? Where is our son?" He remarks on how weird it's to say that, and also asks if Poppy and the captivity officers are keeping her down from him. Poppy denies it and explains she couldn't get answers at the captivity. Moreover, she pleads for him to keep this between them. Finn asks if she really thinks he's not going to admit his own child. Poppy goes over how she was trying to cover him. He reiterates that she stole from him the chance to be a father. They go over the one night that no way should have happened. Finn hisses that Poppy was his aunt, not by blood, but she was aged and should have known better. That's how she could have defended him. "What have you done? What have you done to all of our lives?" Finn tells Poppy that Luna demanded a father. He wants those times back. He wants the recollections he and Luna would have made if he'd been in her life. Poppy argues they can only move forward. She urges him to concentrate on his family. Finn says he'll no way take for granted how lucky he's to have a life with Steffy and their children, a life that was nearly taken down by Luna. Does Poppy not see the destruction she's caused? 2 men are dead, and she destroyed their son's life. "I could have made a difference in her life if I was given the chance." Poppy demurs that she was doing what she allowed was stylish. Finn smothers that it was only stylish for her. She wants to know if he told Steffy. He says, not yet. He didn't want to drop the lemon on his anniversary, but Luna is his son, and he wouldn't keep this from his woman. First, she had to accept that Sheila was his birth mama, and now he has to tell her that he's Luna's father, that his son tried to kill her. How is he supposed to do that? How much more can he anticipate Steffy to take? Just also, he gets a textbook from Steffy saying she loves him and is allowing of him. Finn looks morose. Steffy Forrester will unmask her ever Luna Nozawa fear, while John Finnegan's mess gets worse. B&B suckers know that Finn decided not to ruin the mood on his anniversary night, so he gleaned up rather of coming clean about Luna. Steffy was surely concerned about what was importing on Finn, but he decided to save his son concession for hereafter. Of course, delaying the verity wouldn't make it any easier for Finn to discover. A new day will begin on Tuesday's show, but Finn wouldn't be ready to partake the whole story. Finn might pump the thickets formally again, especially if he gets called into the sanitarium for an exigency that gives him a good reason. It's also possible Finn will simply tell Steffy about Luna's transfer out of her last captivity installation and her now unknown whereabouts. Whatever the case, Steffy's going to remain curious until Finn offers up some form of an explanation. Finn will also have a discussion with Lee Finnegan that puts him on the spot within the coming couple occurrences. Lee will contend she knows about Finn and Poppy Nozawa, so Finn will compactly wonder if she's ever learned about their one-night stage and Luna's maternity. Still, Lee may just assume Finn called Poppy over to his office and gave her some support after Lee's allegations about Jack Finnegan. While Finn's mess keeps getting messy, Steffy will speak with Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes about Luna. The three of them will bandy the agony Luna put Steffy through and how relieved they're that she's locked up. That said, there could be some enterprises about where Luna is now if Finn does come clean about her unknown position. Finn knows Luna is still confined nearly, but Steffy, Taylor, and Ridge may feel uneasy if they don't know exactly where. Anyhow, Steffy will talk about all the struggles she's faced in her marriage and confess a feeling that isn't going down. That could involve a vaticination about some bad Luna vibes and Steffy's fear that perhaps her trouble isn't truly over. Steffy may feel like terrible news is still to come, so stay tuned for updates on all the mayhem ahead.